Hey, welcome back to the channel. In the garage today, and I'm actually working on one of the bikes, my daughter's Royal Enfield. So anyways, let's get into it. So back last year when we actually purchased the bike, which would have been in May, I think it must have been May because it was just after Mother's Day. So in and around May, part of the purchase price of the vehicle of the Royal Enfield was we were to get a jacket, a pair of gloves, engine guard, as well as hand guards for the bike. It's March 2024, and actually I just got an email. Today's Saturday. I got an email on Thursday that they actually just came in. So I don't know if they were on that ship stuck in the Suez Canal or what. But anyways, they finally showed up. So anyways, let's have a look at what we got. So we actually got a new Royal Enfield jacket. It's a bomber jacket. It's actually really nice. It's definitely a summer one. It's basically see-through, but it does come with all the padding, how good the padding is. I mean, it's Royal Enfield. I don't know. I haven't actually opened it up and looked, but I think it will work. It'll be better than buying crap off of Wish or anything like that. And the other thing is gloves. These are actually like really nice gloves. My daughter actually really likes them. She's a little iffy. She thinks this is too gaudy, so she might not wear it. My wife says she really likes it, so she might wear it, but it might be too big for her, but we don't know. Hopefully my daughter wears it, but she said she would definitely wear the gloves. So yeah, they're a nice set of gloves. And then hand guards and the engine guard. So let's open them up and have a look. So this here is engine guard. I don't even know what it looks like. So, okay, so it just bolts on each side. Let's see the other one here. Ooh, instructions. We don't need those. And I don't know, one's left side, one's right side. And then here is the hand guards. Oh, those things are pretty big. Okay, so yeah, those are huge. I mean, they might have come in handy when my daughter had her little spill, right? But we won't talk about that. Not 100% sure about these ones. We'll put them on, see if she likes them, and she can let us know whether she wants to keep them on or not. Parts list, I guess. No instructions for these, but it's pretty simple. It looks like spacer and screws. So those should be pretty easy to install. However, I'm a complete idiot because as I'm doing this, I'm just realizing my daughter already told me she went out for lunch with her friends and the bike's not even here to actually do them. I don't know why I thought I could do it while she was away. I was just thinking of something to do because I have to take her to her actual G1 driving instruction so we can start getting her G2 license. So when the bike gets back, I'll put them on. Anyways, when it comes back, I'll put it on. And like that, the bike is back. So first we're going to start off with putting these on, the engine guards. And like I suspected, she doesn't want these on. I'm going to put them on just to see what they look like. And then just see what she says and then take them off, but I'm pretty sure we'll take those off. But anyways, let's start with the engine guards. So the kit only comes with two nuts, or two bolts. Basically, all you need to do is remove this nut here. The one side goes up here, and then this actually goes in at this little spot down there. I don't think I'll have to use a wrench to get it in there. I won't be able to use a socket, but yeah. That's all you have to do. Unscrew this and then put the other one down there. So let's get a proper wrench. 17 millimeter will do it. Oh, I had to put the camera down. That was a lot harder than I think it should have been, but that's Royal Enfield for you. High quality put together parts. And now all you need to do, line up the bolt there and the one down there. So let's just start this. Just leave that finger tight for now, just so I can get this other bolt in. It actually already has the Loctite on there, so you don't have to worry about that. And let's see if I can do this one-handed here with holding the camera. And this is going to be just tight enough that I'm going to have to loosen the exhaust, aren't I? Nope, nothing about that in the instructions, but I'm going to have to loosen the exhaust. So I'm going to go ahead and just see where the best place is to loosen if it's up there. I don't think that's going to be enough for that. It might. I'll see what I'll do. Okay, so I just took the that one little bolt out, 12 millimeter, and this bolt is 12 millimeter as well. Let's see, I guess this would be the best way. And that gave me enough room to actually open this or put the wrench on it. So this bolt down here was 12 millimeter, and this one up here is 17, and you get to a point where you can't even use anything on this one because the exhaust is in the way and you can't get the that socket in there. So I might have to just take the exhaust right off, or at least loosen that to get to this one, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, got it on. So what I did was actually just do it like this, twisting it, and then eventually you're able to get it in there and tighten it up that way. Primitive, but hey, it worked. So this side is the same way, only it's a little easier because you don't have the exhaust in the way. So let me just fire it on this side. So this is why you actually read the instructions, but in my defense, can you read those? I can't even see them. I guess I could zoom in on them, but anyways, I can't see them. This is the bolt you actually have to take out that actually goes right through from the clutch side all the way to the brake side. And that's how you have to actually put it on. Royal Enfields. And it isn't quite as easy on this side either, because you do have the hose over here for the coolant. But yeah, anyways, so I didn't film it because I needed 4 hands. Had to get my son to ratchet on one side. So basically it's not a hard install, it's just more of a pain in the ass. So this bolt all the way through from the other side to this side, the nut and the bolt head over there, this is 17 millimeter, these are 12 millimeter, and the head of the bolt is actually 13 millimeter. That's up under there. And they're all curved, so it's hard to get sockets on there. Lucky enough, I had a small ratchet that was able to fit on there. But yeah, so there, those are on. Now let's get it ready for the hand guards. Hopefully they go a lot quicker. 100% she's going to ask me to take those off. Basically all it is taking off the end cap with the Allen key. You have your spacer and the longer nut, and that's all it is. That's what it looks like. But yeah, 100% she's going to ask me to take those back off. But anyways, let's get the other one on now. There, quick little install, little upgrade. Actually, I don't mind the hand guards. I still don't think she's going to like them. I'm going to have to take them off. But the engine guards, I think, are pretty handy. You barely even notice them. Look pretty much the same. But anyways, that's it. I'll let you know if she wants me to take them off or not. But anyways, until next time, later.